Hello everyone, welcome back to the self-study machine learning playlist with me, Sherry. So I hope you're well, and today we are going to look at before that I have to do the introductions. So this is a space and a playlist for people who is self-teaching themselves machine learning, programming, and I'm trying to help. So yeah, let's get to the topic. So today we are going to talk about feature engineering. What is feature engineering? Using domain knowledge to extract important features from the data that's related to your goal. So firstly, you have a data set, and what are you doing with it? What is your goal? And feature engineering is all about according to your goal, and then you are trying to extract the necessary and related information from the data to using your business goal to understand what data do you need to train, what data do you need to analyze to match your business goal. Yep, so that's the basic idea. And also, if you have any questions, suggestions, or anything, just comment down below. Or if you like my video, you can give me a thumbs up or subscribe to my channel if you haven't. So next slide. Handling missing value. So the first things in the whole feature engineering thing is how to handle missing value. So it is a big thing when you get a data set in the real world. It's messy, and then you have a lot of missing values. For example, maybe you are trying to collect the survey for healthcare, but then some people, they don't want to fill in some of the field, or maybe they try to ignore some of the important information. They reported the wrong data or something. It's messy, and then that's a big topic. But that's just an example. So how to handle missing values in the data? As you can see from the Excel, there'll be some missing values in each column. That's called the missing values we're trying to talk about here. So the next slide is EDA. Okay. What is EDA? Exploratory data analysis. It's sort of the same as the meaning of feature engineering, which you are trying to understand the data. So EDA is more about understanding the data. You plotting the graph. You do some analysis basically to understand more about your data. And then feature engineering is about extracting the information for your model training. Those two are important, but then they are not the same, but they are important in the whole machine learning and data analysis process. Okay. Yeah, so and then we are not gonna talk about EDA in depth now, because that's another topic for another video. I'm trying to learn about EDA as well, because as a software engineer, I found that data analysis, because we have never done that before, right? For our work, we deal with a lot of algorithms, mathematics, but not data. And I found that EDA is a little bit challenging for me because I've never learned that. But I think I am okay now. Okay, but I prefer algorithms, machine learning algorithms, mathematics. Yeah, this is the whole data set. As you can see, there are some missing values, like this one, or in this column. We are trying to analyze the salary for each department in your company, and then for this one, we've got missing value. So how do you handle them? That's the question. And there are 3 types of missing. So, I have to keep jumping around because I don't really know what the next slide is about. So there are, you can see missing values, but there are 3 types of missing values. Apologize for that. There are three types of missing values. First one is called MCR, which is missing completely at random. And then MAR, missing at random. And then MNAR. Give me a second. Okay. Missing not at random. And it is super important to understand what are they, what kind of missing values are they, so you can, you can handle the missing values better with different technique. For example, let's just go to the first example first. Missing completely at random. What does that mean? No, I don't have. That's another slide. Okay, so see here again. So missing completely at random. Just think about like I have some notes here. Give me a sec. I'm gonna, because I have more notes and ideas on my iPad. So, for example, like the data is missing. It's completely random. For example, you are carrying a bunch of survey, like 100,000 survey that you just done just now for your school to analyze how the satisfactions of students in school. But then all of a sudden there's a dog coming towards you, and then he just grabbed 3 of them and then he just ran away. So the data is missing out of randomness. It's completely random, and that's what we call the missing completely at random. Or maybe you're carrying a bunch of, you are a teacher, and then you're carrying a bunch of exam papers that you're going to review, but then all of a sudden the wind came, and then the wind just blew out 4 or 5 of the exam papers, and now you can't analyze the whole thing. But you know what? It doesn't matter, because it doesn't matter. You still have this bunch. So that's what we call the missing completely at random. You can't control, but it won't affect anything. The missing at random. So missing at random is more like the missingness is all about the person. But it can be predicted with another information about the person. For example, like if you are going to attend a psychological test, but then you are absent, and then that missing data is because of the person. And because of that person, then you can use another information to predict that psychological data of that person, because it's unrelated to the data, but it's mostly related to the observed data, which is the person that is absent from the psychological test. So that's the missing at random. And now we have the last one, which is the missing not at random. So this one, it's related to the unobserved data. And then because the reason why the data is missing is because it's related to what the missing data would have been. For example, you were trying to predict, for a bank to predict the average income of a particular country or suburb, but then you sort of like handed out all the survey and stuff. But then there are some people, for example, like the rich one, they don't really like to disclose their wealth, their net worth. So they will put a fake data which is inaccurate. So this kind of data is like it's not at random, but it's on purpose. Yeah, so that's a missing at random. And these are the 3 types of missing value you need to know. It will help you with your data analysis things. Next one. And then we have the missing values, and then how do we handle them? So there are 2 ways to handle them. First is the deletions, and then the second is imputation. What is deletion? Deletion is deleting the data And how can you delete the data? In what way? So the first one is list-wise deletions, which is, for example, I created this, and then the list-wise deletion is like you have the missing data here, and it's up to you if you want to delete. Well, it's not up to you actually. Like list-wise is just about deleting, like just to delete the whole thing, delete the whole column. Not column, delete the whole row all in once. Bye bye. This one's gone. This one's gone. If you see that there's like an N and just gone. That's it. But it depends on situations. Is that a good choice? So yeah, it depends on situations, and then you need to do more research about that. And then the second one, the pairwise deletion, which is to match with the variables. For example, like you're trying to predict whether your employees will resign or not based on the data here. But then if you see like the department maybe is not related, and then you just cross it off. No matter if they have like mixing values or what, you just think like this is not important, and then you just use this data to predict that as well. Or maybe you think like age is related to the resign, and then you just you don't worry about you just including everything to sort of like predict that. Yeah, you don't worry about the missing value, you just think it's good enough, go for it. We will have a look at the code later. For now, just mostly theory and presentation. One would be imputation. Imputation means they're like missing values, so you want to fill them up instead of deleting them. How? And there are 3 ways to do that, which is the first one is mean, median, mode imputation. I'm sure you understand what are they. This is the part of the statistic thing, and it's very important to understand that. And then the KNN imputation, and then the regression imputation. So let's go through one by one. The mean and median and mode imputation. So what is mean? Mean is like the average things, the average number of the whole column, the whole data. What's the average? For example, you have like 2, 3, 2. What is the average number of this? So you do like 2 plus 3 plus 2 divided by 3. What's the average? That's mean. So median is like the whole range of data. What is the median value of that? You arrange them, you sort them. You sort the data, and then you look at what's the median value. And then that's how you handle the missing value with median. And then the mode is like, mode means what appears the most. For example, the value 2, 3, 2, 2, 1, 2. What is the mode of these number? 2, because 2 appears the most. Yep. And then the KNN, what is the meaning of KNN? KNN stands for K nearest neighbors. Nearest neighbors mean taking your nearest neighbors as the concluded missing data. So you take like k equals to 3, means like you take 3 neighbors to conclude that, hey, this is my value too. So you have neighbors, and then you take them, and then they are who you are. Yeah. And then the last one will be regression imputation. What is regression? As you can see, this is a linear regression straight line, and then there are some of the missing value here, and then they take the values as like according to the straight line. So they just get the value from the straight line to make them in a straight line according to the original straight line. Do you understand? Yeah. So that's a basic idea of how to handle missing values. I hope you understand. If you have any questions, ask me down below. Get to the coding part. So I have some example here. I've already tried them out, list them out, because I'm not gonna code live, because I know I'm gonna get a lot of errors, and that's not a good idea. So Min mode median imputation, firstly you imported the necessary library, and then I got this data, which is the mode data. I'll put the data and then all this code down below in the description section so you can have a look. And then I sort of display the data, and then I imported the library. This is a library for the imputation for mean, mode, median, and then most frequent means, you know, the mode, what appears most frequent in that data. And then I make a copy because I don't want to use the original data, because I don't want to mess the data up. That's why this is what it is. And then and I wanted to impute the favorite color. So because I've seen like the NAN here. Maybe I can just like just don't show. Maybe I will just show you the whole thing. Why? I had to run everything again. Okay, fine. Okay, this is the data. Oh, I have very important data. Give me 1 second. So I'm back because I stopped the server, and then I forgot to re-import the data again. Yeah, so here is the data. So I'm trying to make a mode imputation with this data set. As you can see, there are like available missing values, and then here as well. So I'm trying to see like which one appear the most, and I will put them as like just fill them up with missing value. So I did this, and then I got this, and then the result will be, I just have a look. The result will be blue. So you fill it up with the mode number, which is the mode value, which is blue, and then I have blue now. Yep. So that's the mode, and then now the median, same. I have this data set, and then so like imputing them. I'm doing the test score. Maybe I can just show you like the data for that. So this is the original data. I mean, by the way, this one is unrelated to this. This is the median, this is the mode. I'm talking about the median now. So the median, this is the original data, and then I've got some missing values here. I don't know. So what's median is like it takes the median number, you know, the whole data, and then I get a median number, and then yeah. So the median number would be 85 in this whole range. So that's why it filled them up with 85. Cool, I forgot about the mean. Oh my god. Maybe you can try it out. Maybe you can try it out as an exercise. How would you create a mean imputation? Take it as an exercise. And then let's go to the KNN. KNN means K nearest neighbors. So this is my data. Maybe I'll just load them, all of them, because it's a pretty small data set. And then this is data set. I'm taking, and you can see like the missing values here, and I'm going to take like the nearest neighbors, which is like the neighbors. So this is the data that I plotted from here. It didn't plot the missing values because I don't know why I didn't plot that. But then I import the imputed library, so everything is available as a library. And then I created a copy of the original data because as again, I don't want to mess them up. And then I imputed them. Put in, and then I got my result. And then the regression is the linear regression, isn't it? So the regression's imputation is like, you have the regression line, and then you're trying to fill up the missing values according to the straight line. So this is my data set. Years of experience in salary. I've got some missing values here and here, and then I plot it out like this. So I plot it as a 0 as the missing value because I don't know, I have to show that, but I can't show it if I don't put the salary. So I put it as 0 because I just zero them out instead of putting as AN, like not available. So this is the original data. This is a straight line, so I'm trying to fill them up in, and I'm trying to predict the Y. So how do I do it? So I created a missing salary by finding out which one is the missing one, and then another variable to find out which one is not the missing one, and then I sort of like train to train the not missing one with linear regressions, and then I train it, and then now I use the missing values, like I use the missing value to predict. I use the model to predict. I use the model together with the missing value to predict the outcome which I got. This is the missing value that is supposed to be here. That this somewhere is supposed to be somewhere around this value, and then this is the next missing value for some of them. And then I replace the missing value like this with the predicted outcome, and then now I get this, right? And then I pull it out again, so it's all filled them up. It's all being filled. Yeah. How amazing is that? So yeah, that's the basic of how to handle missing values. I mean, I'm still learning. I'm not perfect. I'm just trying to, share what I've learned to everyone in the most basic way. If you have like encountered any errors, or you want to suggest me with anything, feel free to tell me down in the comment sections, because I'm still learning. We are all learning here. I made mistake. You may be not making mistake, I don't know, but I made mistake, so I welcome any criticism or like any feedback. But that's it for today. Next one, I'm gonna talk about how to encode categorical variables, like how do you encode a dog, animals, blah blah blah, because the computer can process that. So stay tuned for that. And that's it for today. If you like the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Yeah, that's it. Alright, have fun. I will talk to you again. See you. Bye. Follow for more.